Courage, Understanding and Practicing Courage for Younger Children, created by the Spiritual Community Animation Service of the English Montreal School Board of 2020. So what is courage? Courage is when you feel nervous or afraid, but you choose to be brave anyway because your heart is telling you it's the right thing to do. And it's the right thing to do because it will either help you or it will help somebody else. Now, courage is very hard. It may be very hard for some of you to do, but it's extremely important because courage helps us learn and grow. So we need to practice courage. We need to be brave in order to learn and grow. Now, here we have two animals. We have a lion and we have a mouse. Which of these two animals is courageous? Some of you might be saying the lion is courageous, but I know that some of you are also thinking that the mouse is courageous. So, what makes the lion courageous? Is it because the lion is big and scary and has teeth and claws, or has a very loud roar? Is it because the lion protects its family and its pride? Or because the lion will always win in a fight? Or because it's the king of the jungle? Okay. But for those of you who chose the mouse, why do you think the mouse is courageous? Is it because the mouse, despite being very small, still manages to survive and take care of itself? Still manages to get itself out of dangerous situations, run away from those cats, and is able to protect itself, get its food, and get out of there? Is it because the mouse is very clever and knows how to figure out a way to get out of a sticky situation? Okay, so which of these two animals is the most courageous? Well, I'll let you know that both of them are courageous, but for different reasons. We have two types of courage. We have courage that roars like a lion. Everybody roar like a lion. Roar! And we have courage that whispers like a mouse. Everybody whisper like a mouse. And both forms of courage are important. So let's look at courage that roars like a lion. So for example, we have the police. The police, their job is to protect us. Their job is to go into a potentially dangerous situation and protect us from harm. So even though they are still scared, they're still feeling fear because they're not sure what could happen in the situation, they go and they do their job anyway because it's their job to protect us. So they are brave and courageous because they go into a dangerous situation even though they're afraid, because it's their job. The same thing goes with firemen. So firemen go into burning buildings and they save lives. And that's dangerous, but they do it anyway because it's their job to save lives. Same thing with the military, doctors, nurses. There's a lot of harm that could happen. It's dangerous. It's dangerous work, but they choose to do that work because they want to protect people and they want to save lives. And of course, we always have those superhero movies, right? Superheroes, they're always saving the planet from alien invasions and attacks. And again, very dangerous work. But all of these different jobs, all of these different people in these jobs, what they're doing is that they're saving lives and they're protecting others. And so that is very, very courageous. But it is not the only way that we practice courage. It is not the only way to be courageous. It's important. It's an important way. And we value all of these jobs and all of these professions. And we thank them for their sacrifice and their hard work, right? But it's not the only way to be courageous. We can also be courageous like a mouse. So what is courage that whispers like a mouse? For example, going to school. For some students, going to school is very scary. They're leaving behind their moms or their dads. They're going into a new classroom with new students and a new teacher, and it's very scary to know what to expect. Some students have trouble making friends. Some students have trouble learning. And so going to school is very scary. But when a student decides to go to school, even though it's scary, and they choose to be brave, what they're doing is they're saying, I'm going to go to school, even though it's scary, because I know that going to school is good for me. I know that going to school will teach me things. I will learn, I will play, I will have fun, and I will be a great person by going to school. So even though it's scary, I go to school. And so by choosing to go to school, that student is being courageous. That student is being brave. Here is another example. Asking someone, can I play with you? Okay. Going up to another person and asking, can I play with you, is scary. What if they say no? It's possible they'll say no. But we know that playing with others is good for you. Being lonely is not so good. So we will go out and try to find friends to play with. Of course, if we go up to somebody and we say, can I play with you? And they say no, we don't give up just right there and there. We keep going around until we find someone to play with. We don't just say, well, I guess I'll be lonely forever. We say, oh, well, and we go and we ask somebody else until we find someone who wants to play with us, because playing with others is good. It's good for you. Another example. This one has two examples. First one, performing on stage or giving a speech in front of people is very, very scary. What if you make a mistake? What if others laugh at you? What if you look too silly? But doing your performance is good for you because you worked hard. You did a lot of hard work to be able to perform, and you deserve to show others all the hard work that you did, even if you make some mistakes. So even though it's scary to go on stage or stand up in front of an audience and give a performance or a speech, you do it anyway because you know it's good for you. And that is being courageous. That is being brave. And then also we have a little boy here in the front. He's wearing a tutu. He's part of ballet class. And if you see his expression on his face, he's very, very happy. He's happy being who he is. He likes wearing a tutu and he likes being on stage and he likes performing. So it is also courageous. It is also brave to say, this is who I am, and to act like yourself. Even if some people might make fun of you, even if some people might say some mean things about it, you ignore it because you know that acting as yourself, being honest about who you are, is good for you. And so that makes you courageous. Going to the doctor, getting those shots, those vaccines, ouch, really, really scary. But we know it's good for us because it's good medicine. It keeps us healthy. So even though it's scary to go to the doctor, we still go because we know it's good for us. Raising your hand in class, asking a question, giving an answer, this can all be very, very scary for a lot of students and children. But we do it anyway because we know it's part of learning, and it's good for us to take those chances. Apologizing after you've made a mistake. Saying, I'm sorry, I messed up, it's my fault. Can we try again? That takes a lot of courage for a lot of children. It's hard to say that you made a mistake. But when you do, you're being courageous. Because even though it's scary to admit that you did something wrong or something bad, you know that it's the right thing for you because it helps you and it helps the other person that you hurt. And in the end, it's good for you to apologize. One other thing about courage is that something that's very hard for a lot of children, a lot of people in general, I would say, to do is to be brave about showing your emotions. A lot of students, I've seen this, try to hide their emotions, try to pretend, no, I'm not feeling anything bad, because they're worried that other people might make fun of them, might judge them, or might tell them to go away. But it's very courageous to show your emotions. And so we're going to practice showing our emotions. Over here we have a whole bunch of emotions. We have so many different emotions and feelings. I'm going to point at one with my mouse pointer, and you have to show that emotion. Ready? Let's do confused. Let's do angry. Let's do scared. Let's do peaceful. Let's do lonely. Let's do surprised. Let's do happy. Yay! So showing all of your emotions and your feelings, boys and girls, is very, very brave, very, very courageous. And so I want you to try to do that every time you're feeling any emotion. Just show it. Just say, this is what I'm feeling, and show it. And it's good for you to do that. One way to increase our bravery or courage is to strike a brave pose. So here we have a whole bunch of different brave poses that you can choose from. And I want you to choose one of these poses. Is it one where your hands on your hip and your arms up like this? Is it one where you have your arms folded, but you're not hunched over? You're nice and tall, backs are straight, chin up, you're proud? Is it where you have your two arms up like this, looking like a star? Is it where you have your hands on your hips? Is it where you have your arms in a strong, I'm strong, muscular pose? Or is it where it looks like you're about to take off? I want you to choose one of these poses, and we're going to hold it for 15 seconds, and I'm going to count. Ready? 3, 2, 1, strike a pose. And hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great, you can sit down now. When I'm feeling scared and I need to increase my bravery, I can use something called brave breath, also known as cookie breath. So when I need to feel calm, safe, and strong, I can use a brave breath to let go of my fear and have more courage. The way it works is that you take one hand and you put it on your chest next to your heart, because that's where our courage comes from. The other hand, you put it on your belly. You take one deep breath in through your nose, as if you're breathing in the wonderful, sweet smell of freshly baked cookies. And you hold it. When you've finished holding it, you breathe out, but you breathe out through your mouth as if you're cooling down hot cocoa or blowing some bubbles. So you breathe in through your nose, smelling those cookies, and then breathe out through your mouth, cooling down the hot cocoa. And you do this a few times in order to help yourself feel more peaceful, relaxed, and courageous. So let's do it 3 times, everybody. So hand on heart, hand on belly, breathe in, and now breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Very good. At the end of it, I want you to say an affirmation. So I'm going to say you are something, and then I want you to say I. So you're going to repeat after me. I can do it. I am brave. I can help others. I can try again. I am powerful. I am capable. Very good. Now I want you to do 2 activities. This is a sheet that shows all these different emotions. And on this sheet, you can color or circle which emotion or which feeling you're feeling right now. And this is a great way to be brave in showing our emotions by being able to tell others, this is what I am feeling. I am feeling happy. I am feeling scared. I am feeling worried. I am feeling nervous. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling lonely. It's very, very important that we tell others how we are feeling. Another thing you can do is you can draw on a piece of paper your brave pose. So remember, we just did brave poses and you chose one, and you draw yourself in your favorite brave pose. Thank you very much for participating in this video. And everybody, I want you to know that you are brave, you are strong, you are courageous, and you can get through anything. Practice your brave poses and practice your brave breath, and you can do it. I believe in you. Thank you.